one of the cheekiest members of the royal family. Prince Louis's silly and approachable demeanor has produced a lot of meme-worthy impressions throughout the years. In April 2018, Prince William and Princess Kate welcomed their third child. At the moment, Kensington Palace tweeted, "The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are delighted to announce that they have named their son Louis Arthur Charles. His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Cambridge will be the child's name." Louis entered the royal line of succession after his older siblings Princess Charlotte and Prince George, who were born in May 2015 and July 2013, respectively. Louis was promoted to fourth in line to the British throne after the passing of great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II. He is seated one seat in front of Prince Harry, William's younger brother. The charming snapshot of the baby king from his first birthday, taken in April 2019, won hearts as he grinned for the camera for his mother, who was the photographer. Later that year, when standing on the balcony of Buckingham Palace and waving at passers-by with Charlotte, Louis made a number of amusing faces. In his second round of 2020 birthday pictures, Louis was inventive. The toddler, who was 2 years old at the time, was seen playing with rainbow-colored paint that got all over his face. Sharing an early look at Prince Louis's creations in anticipation of his second birthday, his parents made fun of him on Instagram. Louis gained notoriety as he got older thanks to his outrageous reactions to royal events. William and Kate's youngster stood next to the late monarch during the Trooping the Color for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee in June 2022, screaming and shielding his ears as a number of planes soared over Buckingham Palace. When viewers realized Louis was sporting the same light blue sailor outfit his father had worn to the event 37 years earlier, the viral moment became even more memorable. Louis was one of several members of the royal family for King Charles II's coronation in May 2023, but he was not present for Elizabeth's funeral in September 2022. His presence did not disappoint. Louis, who was 5 years old at the time, was not only frequently seen yawning throughout his grandfather's Westminster Abbey ceremony, but he also left the room in the middle of it to take a rest. Later, Charles reunited with his family for the royal parade returning to Buckingham Palace, when he was once more observed yawning. Later that month, Louis attended his first royal engagement at the 3rd Upton Scout Group, when he displayed even more of his goofy side. The youngster baked marshmallows to make s'mores with his family as part of their contribution to the Big Help Out volunteer event, which was conducted in celebration of Charles' crowning. He then went on to devour numerous of the delectable delicacies while spinning around in a happy mood. In response to the trending video, a Twitter user said, "Think it's safe to say Prince Louis is a huge fan of digestive biscuits and s'mores just like his dad." If you want to see every occasion Louis has ever been in a bad mood, scroll down below. During the flypast for King Charles II's inaugural Trooping the Color, Louis couldn't help but smile. When Louis tasted s'mores at his first royal engagement with the 3rd Upton Scout Group, he had the cutest reaction. On the carriage ride to Buckingham Palace following Charles' coronation, the young prince dozed off. During Charles' coronation at Westminster Abbey, William and Kate's third child was captured pointing something out to his older sister, Charlotte. Louis was beaming as he sat on his grandfather's lap and watched Elizabeth perform at the Platinum Jubilee celebration. The then 4-year-old prince responded to the Platinum Jubilee Trooping the Color very differently from the rest of his family, and in a far funnier way. During the royal family's Platinum Jubilee balcony visit at Buckingham Palace, Louis stole the show. Louis displayed his craziest trait by sticking out his tongue when riding in George and Charlotte's Jubilee carriage. Louis splattered rainbow paint across his face while grinning broadly, ruining the neatly staged photos of his second birthday.